What's up guys, my name is Miss Peer Editor and today I'm going to show you how to write a summer reading essay step by step. So let's get started. How is this essay different from any other timed essay? You might not have time to discuss the book in class, so your analysis will be more independent. This is also the first piece of writing your teacher is going to read from you, so this is a chance to showcase your unique style. The rubric may be unknown, so you won't know what criteria your teacher will be using. And there's the element of time pressure, which is more present than ever. It's essential that you save as much time as possible before writing the essay so that you don't have to hesitate in the process of writing. Most of all, you want to put your best foot forward for the new school year. The first step is brainstorming. Read the prompt. In this case, if my summer reading book were Beloved by Toni Morrison, here would be a sample prompt. Analyze the role that Beloved's ghost plays in the psychological development of different characters in Beloved. Let's break down this prompt. First off, the central focus of this prompt is Beloved's ghost. It's a good practice to define terms, so let's define psychological development, which is a change in someone's mental and emotional state. The phrase different characters signals to me that I can write about one character per body paragraph. Now, write as many abstract ideas that relate to this prompt as you can, and select some to concentrate on. Here are some abstract ideas: vengeance, self-acceptance, forgiveness, guilt, trauma, oppression, and independence. Guilt and trauma are two abstract ideas prevalent in this book, so let's choose those two. Now it's time to write the thesis. Make sure to provide an answer to the question, and your thesis will be the foundation or the building blocks for your essay. Your thesis should clearly show what the body paragraphs will be about. In this case, I would write a thesis about how Beloved's ghost helps Setha overcome the guilt of killing her own child and helps Paul D grapple with the trauma that he experienced as a slave. When planning the essay, I like to write the topic of each body paragraph and use a brief outline. I've decided to write a 4-paragraph essay. Usually summer reading essays range anywhere from 3 to 5 paragraphs, depending on how fast you can write. The topic of my first body paragraph is Setha's guilt. Under this, write a relevant quote that supports the thesis and the page number. Then write a few bullet points of analysis. You'll repeat the same steps for any additional evidence you find. Examples of evidence can include symbols, events, or other literary devices. Here's an example. The second body paragraph is about Paul D's trauma. Let's write a quote I found in the book which explains that Paul D does not want to love another person too much because he's afraid that he'll be devastated if that person is hurt or taken away from him. This is the quote. The best thing he knew was to love just a little bit, so when they broke its back or shoved it in a croaker sack, well, maybe you'd have a little love left over for the next one. I've included the author's last name and the page number of the quote in parentheses, which is the proper way to cite a quote in a literary analysis essay. If I were actually writing the essay, I would be crunched for time, so I would probably shorten the quote or put the 3 dots and ellipsis to omit the part of the quote so I wouldn't have to write as much. This is my analysis. The quote shows that Paul D is afraid to love someone because losing that love might destroy his will to live. He stays away from emotional attachments to other people. This is evident when he uses the pronoun it to describe people as opposed to he or she. Paul D is dehumanized by slavery because he suppresses his emotions just to survive. Sometimes the hardest part to write in this essay is the first sentence, so you can use these beginning phrases to start off. Fill in the rest of this sentence. This book relays the universal idea that, or this sentence. According to this book, humans tend to, or this sentence. The challenge the characters in this book face is. The structure you'll use to write your body paragraphs is slightly different from the outline that you use to plan your essay. So first off, you'll have your topic sentence, and a pro tip is to write these ahead of time if you have extra time while you're planning, because that would be really helpful. Next, you'll have a general claim. Then you'll write a quote or a piece of evidence to support that claim, and you'll analyze that piece of evidence in order to connect your claim back to your thesis. And you'll repeat those steps however many times you want in your body paragraph, And then lastly, provide a transition to your next body paragraph as the last part. And what your teachers might tell you is that your overall essay is like a sandwich. I've heard this plenty of times before, that your introductory paragraph and your concluding paragraph are the buns, and the body paragraphs are what's inside. But what they might not tell you is that your body paragraph is the real sandwich. So your topic sentence and your transition are the buns, and your claims, quotes, and analysis are all the good stuff that's inside. Here's a video on how to write an effective introduction for a literary analysis essay. The same steps apply for a summer reading essay, so I suggest that you check that out. I'm going to release a video on how to write a conclusion soon, so stay tuned. Comment below and tell me what's the biggest challenge that you face when writing a summer reading essay. Subscribe for more videos, and I will see you next time.